Charities like the Forest of Avon Trust are enormously reliant upon individuals and organisations to provide both support, help and finance. But the question is, what do those organisations and individuals get out of working with the Trust? I met up with a few people who have worked alongside the Trust as supporters and trainers, and also some youngsters who are gaining an invaluable insight into the woodland environment. Hi Chris.
Hello.
How's it going there? You're making quite a lot of timber. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's really fun.
So tell me how old you are, which school do you go to?
I'm 13, I go to Bristol Community School.
And I know that school because I've been tree planting there with the Forest of Avon Trust.
Yes, ours there as well. We've got 2 apples this year.
Oh, from the apple trees you planted?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. So tell me what you get out of this, why you enjoy it so much.
I enjoy it because I like getting out in the wild and seeing all the trees, and my mum's part of John Lewis, so we've been to lots of National Trust places as well, which is really enjoyable. And I grow lots of stuff at home as well, and it's inspired me to grow my own apple trees.
Wonderful. What kind of stuff are you growing at home then?
I had beans this year. I've got apple trees. I had peppers, and I had rocket as well.
That's absolutely fabulous. You're a small-scale farmer, I think.
I saved that for my own greenhouse, so I got a little greenhouse.
Very fine work, and I wish I was doing what you were doing when I was at school,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cheers Chris. Seeing how much Chris is enjoying being in the woods is really inspiring. And he's not the only one from Bradley Stoke Community School getting his hands dirty. Hi girls, how are you getting on?
I'm getting on fine.
Good, what are you up to at the moment? Do you know why you're taking these off?
It's so that the tree has more room to grow.
Absolutely. Hannah, what do you think of kind of being outside all day long as part of a lesson?
It's actually really good because we get fresh air and everything. So yeah, it's different, change for once.
I tell you, I never did this kind of thing when I was at school. It's great. Ah, brilliant. There we go, another tree released, giving it a second chance. Fantastic, there you go.
Thank you very much.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
Well done. As well as school groups, the Trust also works with local authorities to give children and adults with learning disabilities the opportunity to experience the English countryside.
Yeah, it's been like really good. I quite like coming out here because it's all to do with like wildlife, looking at different birds and different features and the like design and what they look like. I found it like really interesting.
We worked up in Ashton Court Woods and took young people, mainly with learning difficulties, out up there. And we did some research into why being out in the woods is good for people from their point of view and what we thought people got out of it. So we were observing them and taking video and taking their feedback and that kind of thing. And we found out that actually it was really good for people socially because they're working together a lot. Some of the people we work with can't verbally communicate that well or find it hard to communicate with each other, and that was a really good thing for them.
For people with learning difficulties to come out and to have their own experience and to be really independent of coming out into the big wide world and thinking to themselves, oh, this is a really good activity of being into the woods, so this would be really helpful to what I want to think about myself from the inside.
They also just enjoyed being out in the natural world and learning about nature and seeing animals and things like that.
Individuals, landowners and businesses can work with the Trust in many different ways.
We've been involved in a number of ways, from tree planting on site, getting our staff out and about, and also to supporting the Climate Active scheme with the Forest of Avon Trust, which is encouraging other businesses and our own clients to make more environmentally conscious choices about reducing their carbon impact.
The thing that the Trust does is brings trees to the people and people to trees, which as we champion trees for North Somerset, as I do, that's my job, they do that and bring it to the wider community. So it's something that we think is valuable and important, and that's why we've sat alongside them and helped them a little bit financially, but also just been involved in the projects that they manage.
They've helped a lot right from the beginning with setting it up and stocking, looking at the landscape and the siting, and then through the years talking about pruning, the thinning, extraction methods, putting in paths, and generally keeping it so that the public can come and enjoy it.
From the very beginning we started off the tree dedication scheme, the Forest of Avon Trust. Basically any new customer spending £500 or more will get a tree dedication sent out to them. So it's all individually addressed to them, they get it sent out to them in the post. I think we've done about 500 now over the last 5 years.
We're very keen to ensure that all of our activities benefit future generations and our family, and Forest of Avon obviously look after some of the spaces that we know and love and that our families and our employees enjoy.
We actually send the money out to Forest of Avon and they use the money to help maintain the local woodlands, replanting trees and that sort of thing.
In difficult times such as this, we have to be really careful where we put our money, and so we can only really put it where we know that there's value. And obviously this is one of the projects that we've decided to support.
Not only do these people get the benefits of being outdoors and enjoying the countryside, working with the Trust also allows them to demonstrate their environmental ethics and sense of community.
For the local people, it's somewhere that they walk on a regular basis. It has brought additional people to the area, I think. Not too many, obviously, but for the local pub, and we have lots of organised walks and events in the woodland.
We think it really demonstrates our commitment to minimising our own carbon impact, but also to communicating to our clients that the printing industry has now become one of the most sustainable industries in the world, thanks to sustainable forestry.
Well, it fits in very well with what we do, with everything being sustainable and reclaimed furniture, that sort of thing. To do something like this, and it just gives something back, we feel, and the customers like it as well, so it's good for us.
I mean, obviously we're going to keep thinning it and there's going to be some revenue from that, but we want to keep it for the community. It was primarily planted for community purposes, for the amenity, and we want to keep it that way.
These people have seen the benefits of working with the Forest of Avon Trust, benefits that you can also enjoy, whether you own a business, work for a local authority, or manage your own woodland.
Lots of small businesses see taking care of their environmental responsibility is possibly an onerous or time-consuming task, and it really needn't be. Supporting an organisation such as Forest of Avon is a brilliant way to show commitment to the environment, but to do something active, something that generates an immediate benefit to the environment and to your stakeholders, your staff, your employees. So I would highly recommend it to any organisation, big or small. And you can get involved to whichever level suits your company or your organisation.
I think it's just a very good way to actually give something back to the local community, and it's a very easy way to do something like that. And it's actually a good thing. It's not just that, it's good for the company as well, for publicity, but it's actually doing something good for the environment, as an easy way of doing it, really.
I just think being outside is so good for your mental health. You know, it's as soon as you're out, even if it's a miserable day and it's pouring with rain, it's just, there's lots of stuff to look at and see, and it's just a really brilliant environment to work in.
Well, I would encourage other councils to get involved with projects like the Forest of Avon Trust because of the value they bring to the community.
If you want to find out more about the Forest of Avon Trust and how you can get involved, there's loads of useful information on the website, or you can give them a call on 0117 963 3383.